Good afternoon. I'm Dennis Willich with Nationwide Southwest. I'm here today with Steve Jermier, and he is the Director of Relationship Manager with Wells Fargo.
Hey, Dennis.
Steve, welcome aboard, buddy.
Thanks for having me, man.
So glad to have you here this afternoon. Spend a few minutes and talk a little bit about the great company, Wells Fargo, and all the great things you guys do for us.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're doing a lot of great things for you.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about yourself first.
Yeah.
How long have you been with Wells Fargo?
I've been with the company for 23 years. Yeah. And actually, if you look at the tenure of a lot of the folks that we've got here with us this week, I'm not the oldest. We've got Alan Peters is just had his 33rd anniversary yesterday with the company. Carrie Pachenka, who you all know and love, has been around forever as well, and Scott Eichmeyer. We got a team that's really passionate about what we do, and I think that's why a lot of us have been at this so long.
That's all good. Tell me a little bit about your specific position. What exactly would you say you do there?
Yeah, so I've got responsibility for the entire portfolio for Wells Fargo Retail Services. So beyond just appliances and electronics and furniture and bedding, we finance a lot in home improvement. That's a big segment for us. We do a lot of air conditioning, furnaces, windows, roofing. That's a big segment for us as well. Outdoor living, kind of pool and spa. That's another space, and jewelry. So I've got different folks that report up through me that manage each one of those segments.
That's good. So you're covering a broad base there.
Broad base, coast to coast, and there's never a dull day. If one of those segments is doing well, it seems like another one's maybe struggling a bit, so you never take your eye off the ball.
Yep, I get that. Well, that's great. And tell me a little bit about our relationship. When did Wells Fargo start the relationship with Nationwide?
Yeah, we're well over 15 years now with this partnership, and lived through some things over the years. Yeah. Right? I mean, a financial crisis, pandemics, supply chain chaos. I mean, it's been a wild ride, but I can tell you the passion I love. First of all, I love coming to prime time. Yep. It is the 2 weeks I get to come out here each year. I look forward to. There's just a different energy with this group. The entire staff associated that we work with on the program, and certainly the members. I love the mission of what Nationwide does. I love the mission of what your group does within that group. This is truly way up there on in terms of my favorites to get to work with on a daily basis. Absolutely.
Those are nice comments. I appreciate them very much. We work hard. When you say relationship management and stuff, we really, I would say, live and breathe relationship management. We have a saying inside of Southwest RTA, retention through attention.
Yep.
And we stay on that course because we realize, gosh, the independence, my hat is off to all these independents. Let me tell you something. A lot of these people, I've talked to several today, and we talked on podcast today, and 2 or 3 of them are brand new, starting out. They've only been in business like 2 or 3 years, and to hear the stories that they went through to get started, and all of these, they gave up a lot. They put everything on the line, and man, I tell you what, I have tremendous passion for independence, and I want to do everything I can, not only to help them survive, but to thrive in the marketplaces they're in. And we would not be able to do those things without the tremendous help we get from Wells Fargo and helping those members out there to deliver goods into the houses of these different people. If we didn't have your program, there would be a lot less sales and stuff, because people do need financing.
We have a very unique product, and I'll tell you, you asked me about my background. I didn't say this. I joined this business within Wells Fargo back in 2007, and I will tell you, I picked this business.
Oh,
I had an opportunity to join a few different areas of the company, and it was the easiest decision I've ever made, and I have never looked back at it. Our product, to me, we help customers in a lot of different ways. One of them is, and certainly this is true in appliances, you're not always going into an appliance store to buy a refrigerator because you just woke up on a Tuesday and said, you know what, I think I want a refrigerator. Right? A lot of times it's because the thing broke and you need a new one. And not everybody has got cash sitting in an account waiting for a refrigerator to break. And not everybody wants to use their only credit card, their general purpose credit card, and tie that up to make a big purchase. And so the fact that we can give that customer the ability to buy now and pay over time in a way that fits their budget is what makes our product, to me, it's recession-proof. There's never going to be a situation economically where some folks won't need our product. And the other thing that it does that I'm particularly proud of, and proud of the way our team works with all of your members, is don't forget that someone, just because they come in thinking the budget is X and this is how much I'm going to spend, our product gives them buying power to make an aspirational purchase, something a little nicer that's on the showroom floor. And if we're doing everything we're supposed to and you're doing everything you're supposed to, that's something extra is a little higher quality. It's going to last a little longer. It's going to work a little better for them. And when our product helps the consumer do that and helps the retailer facilitate that sale, that's why I love what we do.
That's right. I don't know how many members that I have spoken to over the years, and I came out of retail. I had about 5 years of retail, so I know financing for the days. And one of the things that, in addition to maybe stepping up to a little higher end, was the other thing was maybe they came in for just a washer, and all of a sudden we went out with a washer and a dryer.
Absolutely.
And so it gives you the ability to really move around within the guidelines of this, what you're selling at the store. But man, I'll tell you what, when I look at all the great things that we've done together, and something else that I seem to notice, you guys are running at a very, very aggressive approval rate.
Yeah.
And we notice that, and that again helps our members. You know, when you're talking about putting 100 applications in, well, if your approval rate is running 8 or 10 or 12% better, maybe than others, that you just added another 8, 10, 12 sales.
Yeah.
And that's a lot, especially in the days. And you know, right now, I mean, there's no secret out there. I mean, furniture and bedding is a little tougher mode. Appliances you're going to sell just because 80% of them failed.
Yep.
To your point.
Yep.
I didn't wake up and say, hey, I think I'll just get a new refrigerator today. But the milk is cold in there and I need it.
Right.
Okay, we're going to go do that.
Right.
But you didn't wake up today and maybe you woke up on a bed that you didn't feel real good about, but hey, right now is not the time to buy.
A little more of a discretionary purchase,
Push it
right?
a little farther.
Yep, that's right.
But the other thing too, you establish a credit line, and a lot of our members are saying, and we have this conversation all the time. Once you have, and I tell members to think like this: somebody came in, they needed X, and then think to yourself, okay, they're going to finance this. What is that credit line going to look like? Are we prepared for Y? What would you say? We used to do this in retail when I was there, and we would do it before we ever went to the counter. We'd write on the floor, sell, write, and then I'd say, hey, Steve, we got this one handled. What's going to be that next purchase? What do you think you're going to buy next? What's a line?
Yeah.
Write it down, and then you go over there, you go through your transaction and do all your stuff and things like that. Now, another area that we do, and you guys accept the extended warranties right on those same invoice and everything.
Yep.
Delivery?
Yeah.
All right. So it's a total
Full package. Full package.
Full package. So the thing is, it gives our members also the ability, with the financing, over periods of months, we sell a lot more warranties.
Yeah.
Because you can buy a warranty now, but if you add that on, it's only $8 a month. You now have full protection for 5 years. So you guys do a lot of things that gives us the ability to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And it helps us. So those are important things for us. So,
and you said something, and I appreciate you saying it. That open line of credit as that consumer continues to pay that balance down, that amount becomes available again. And so, yeah, if you know, I talked to them before they left, I know what that next thing is that they're going to want.
Yeah.
I'll give them whatever time I need to. I like our product because I used to say this all the time, that we put the private and private label. We're putting the retailer's name right there on the card. That's your card.
Yeah.
Your card to bring your customer back in. So if you've got that good a note to say, hey, I know what the next one is, make that call at the right time. They're your customer. They're not going to want to go do that somewhere else. You've already got that line with them. They'll come right back and use it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good point. And again, I think that's our part of education. And we have a whole entire outside sales team so we're face-to-face with our members all the time.
Yep.
And, of course, the inside team is again, we're all built around the culture of everything we do for you. And I say to our team all the time, making sure that the members understand how this works and put together a system. With all the technology we got today, it's very simple to just put a marker in that computer and have it come back around, and you can automatically almost set up a time frame. You know how much they're going to pay over a period of time.
That's right.
How much is opened up. You can almost get to a point where this can almost be an automated process.
That's right.
And I'm looking at this. I'm thinking out of the box all the time on what do we do. Now, I want to ask you a question. Okay. We're always saying, Wells Fargo, what can you do for us?
Yeah.
What can you do for our members? I got a question for you. How about us? What else can we do for you? How can we help you guys do more volume?
That is a great question. It's funny. I've been in this role running the portfolio for the last 8 years now, and I can remember right when I started, paper was everywhere. We had paper applications and paper invoices, and then the retailers had to mail them in to us via the U.S. Postal Service. They're mailing all that stuff in. And it's amazing how many times I'll come to prime time or any client show, and you'll hear the members, the retailers say, well, when are you going to get out of paper? And I'm like, we've been out of paper for a while. So we've got all these really, really good tools now. Really good tools. If a consumer walks into one of your member stores and they want to apply for credit with us, that sales associate, literally, they've got 3 very simple paths to execute that application. They can email the link to the customer right there. They can complete it on their phone.
Yep.
They can pop a QR code on their device. Customer hovers their camera over it, launches the application, complete it right there on their phone. Or if they got a tablet or a laptop and they want to do it on the merchant's device, they just kind of toggle back and forth. Okay, Dennis, come over here. You fill that in. Hit enter. Paper's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone. You asked me what can the membership and Nationwide help us with? I think we need to get more folks to stand up and say, hey, I made this change. I'm using these digital tools, and because we made it easier, we're selling more financing in our stores. And because we're selling more financing in our stores, our top line sales are going up. I think we all collectively can probably do a better job to say we need some folks that everybody knows and will listen to help us kind of pass that message along, because we've evolved. I mean, I think of Wells, we've got our logo as a stagecoach. We've been around since 1852. That doesn't sound like a lot of technology, but we're pretty advanced at this point in time. Those tools are fantastic. So help talking peer-to-peer to help us push that message along would be awesome.
Okay. I'm going to take a note on that, and we're going to put that to work.
Love it.
And the way we're going to do that is we're going to get back, and we're going to take a survey with our team. We're going to find out who are the really, really good players that you guys and we have as a company, as a member, and you as a customer. And I want to work on getting those some testimonials.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Scott. Man, I appreciate you coming today.
Thank you, Dennis.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
It's an honor to be associated with you, buddy.
Pleasure being here. Thanks, man.